y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley. I'm the stay-at-home mom of 2, and today we have another cleaning video for you guys. I'm so excited to bring this video to you, but I'll have to be honest, this video was quite the adventure to film. I attempted to film on a day where we had soccer practice, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll just knock this out real quick. I have to do some straightening. Let's just set up the camera and go. And I ended up getting interrupted so many times by my boys needing things from me. We were rushing, and we were even like 5 minutes late for soccer practice. So note to self, make sure you really only try to get tidying done when your kids are not home or when they're napping, because wow. But I still managed to get this video out for you guys, so I'm so excited, and I hope you enjoy. If you do, please make sure you like, subscribe, follow, and comment. And yeah, let's get into it. All right, so now that we have some laundry started, we're going to go ahead and give this guest bathroom a quick little tidy. I do like to touch this bathroom up multiple times a week just because this is the bathroom that gets used the most in our house. We do have 3 bathrooms, but the guest bathroom, obviously being downstairs, gets used the most by our family. So I try to tidy this up as much as possible. This is also where my boys use the bathroom a lot because our playroom area is down here and it's like right off the backyard and everything. So it gets really dirty. And if you have boys, you know exactly what I mean. They just make the biggest messes in bathrooms. And I just don't understand how it happens. Like, how does it get so gross? But anyways, we're going to go ahead and finish tidying up this room, and then we're going to move on to some organization projects.
Feet up on the dash and the calling open road. Road trip classics on the radio.
So now that we've finished tidying this bathroom, we're going to go ahead and throw the laundry in. I actually was in search of Phoenix's jerseys because we actually damaged one of the jerseys in the dryer. And so now I literally just wash it and then I hang it out for drying instead of putting it in the dryer. Our washer and dryer are pretty old, so sometimes things get caught in the drum, and his brand new jersey, which was not inexpensive, the jerseys this year were $70 each, and he has 2 of them. So I was very upset that they got damaged, but I am glad that we were still able to let him wear it. There is a small hole in it, but you literally can't really tell there's a hole. So we will eventually purchase a new one, not to mention the fact that our son is very, very tall. He is 4'8" and he is 9 years old. So he is literally one of the tallest kids. So we will have to probably buy him new jerseys next year anyway. But yes, that was super annoying. If you have a kid in sports, you know that uniforms are not cheap, and yeah, super annoying, but glad that we were able to still, use it, and he can still wear it for the season. Won't be that big of a deal. So moving on to an organization project that I really wanted to knock out. I needed to change out these bins in our entertainment area. The ones that are in here you can see are terrible. You can see that there are like bleach stains on one of them. There are holes. The basket has lost like its structural integrity. As you can see, it's like literally bending over. And I first was like, oh, this won't take me any time. I'm just going to, dump everything into these smaller baskets. Well, it turns out the new baskets are actually smaller than the ones that are in here, which it actually is okay because that means that less stuff can get shoved in these bins. We use these as toy storage, so that means less toys can get shoved in these bins, which is less to clean up. But that meant that I actually needed to declutter, organize, and put the things that could not fit in these bins in another place. And the very first bin I started with was this one that had 8 million cords in it, and I was getting so frustrated. It took me so long to get these untangled, and I didn't even get it finished because we had to leave for soccer. So I finished this bin, put everything away, and then I hopped up and we rushed out the door so we could get Phoenix to practice on time.
There's no such thing as time. Now we can go anywhere you wanna go. Ooh, there's no place we can't go. Ooh, my home is when I'm alone with you. With you.
So we are back home now, and I am finishing up the project that I started earlier. We got home from practice and it was dark, obviously, so that's why the lighting has changed. But I left this huge mess in the living room and I just could not leave it the way that it was. And so I was like, let me just sit down and try to tackle it. I still had about 30 minutes until I needed to start doing bedtime. And so I was like, okay, I'll have plenty of time to take care of this and get everything organized and put away and decluttered. And it felt so good to tackle it. It actually looks really nice. It's amazing how less like overstimulating it is when you have like brand new drawers. I didn't realize how much it was like stressing me out every time I walked by and seeing how like dirty they were and torn and going through them, and they were falling apart and they just looked terrible. So now that it's done, I feel so much better.
Sunlight fades away and you fall into my arms. This life is not the same when we're apart. If you follow me tonight, I'll walk with you for life, and we can go anywhere you wanna go. Ooh, there's no place we can't go. Ooh, my home is when I'm alone with you.
The next project that I wanted to tackle was my husband's sock and underwear drawer. I have organizers in my drawer, and I think I've said in previous decluttering videos that I have had those organizers for a while. I just prefer to have everything nice and neat and organized, but my son and my husband don't typically maintain systems like that. But I asked both of them if I changed out all of them and organized everything, if they would keep it that way. And my son was very enthusiastic and said, yes, Mom, I would love to have some organization in my drawers. It's very stressful to not be able to find my socks matched or everything. It's just like a big like pile, and he said it frustrates him. So I figured since I was going to do my son's that I would do my husband's. So here's my husband's drawer. I got one big bin to shove all his socks in. This man has so many socks. It's probably because I buy him socks for like everything, for Christmas, Father's Day, just for whatever. He likes crazy socks. So he ended up with a bunch of socks. He probably needs to declutter some because there's really not any room to grow as far as socks go. So he can go through it and he can get rid of some socks that he doesn't want. But at least now there's a system, and when I go to put the laundry away, I actually have somewhere for it all to go so that it's nice and neat. now that the drawers are nice and organized, we are moving on to my deck. This is actually the next day, and we have ducks. We used to have chickens, but we do not have them anymore because they all turned out to be roosters. But we do have ducks, and they make a huge mess of our deck. And I needed to just get out here and clean it. We haven't been spending a bunch of time out here because it's been really hot, but I just wanted to get out here and reset it and just make it look nice so that we can actually use it. And honestly, I just didn't want to look at the mess anymore. So I went ahead and knocked this out as just our little final cleaning project, and it looked really, really good at the end. So after throwing a little pine sol on there, I went ahead and hosed it down again. If you guys didn't know, pine sol is a great way to keep flies from taking over your deck and your house. And we had a huge fly problem at the beginning of the summer, so I kind of started spraying down the deck, and it seems to be doing the job. But that is actually going to be the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please like, subscribe, follow, and I'll see you in the next one.